those steps, then you can allow one, you need to figure out what your lens is all about. When you type in what your lens is all about, make sure that you use the same keyword phrase. Dive into Hunt Pages, but I just want to say that's an avenue that you might want to take.
The first is it's actually user driven. So it's driven by site owners. You can get a message out, a brief introduction on what social marketing are really building up. Facebook, submit sites and say, look, this is a cool site, go and check it out and read the latest information. We're looking at MySpace, obviously one of the most popular sites. So that's what we're going to be going for you, what you need to be, and then we'll be looking at in this course, and well over 200 million people using MySpace. Facebook, that's another site we'll look at. We'll also look at Twitter, and then we'll be looking at social marketing.
Your domain name, screen that you will see with LR domain name, and you can get so that they can make on checkout, and your company name and web host DNS server.
So with that said, let's go ahead and go to LinkedIn.com. So it's LinkedIn.com. You can sign up with your first earlier to find, let's say you're finding a graphic designer to design your products. Or let's say you're a graphic designer and you want to be found. So these are two separate opposites. What I'd highly recommend before that you do beforehand is to actually set up your profile. Go to answers here. What you can do is you can actually go through and find questions that people might have, and similar to Yahoo Answers, in this case you're answering people's questions that deal with career, professional type markets. So this is really targeted specifically for that market. So if you answer somebody's question that happens to do with your field or what you're doing right now as a business, then that's great, because you're answering these people's questions, and most of these people are looking for, people like you.
A website, or at least spec. The good thing about this, you might just want to go for a search result without having to pay for it. If more play it than women, you might want to change the ages. Logging, you go on, you get sites.com, e-linking by all these sites.com. Same idea, article submission, idea.
It's a play on words here. We're dealing with people who stumble upon different websites that have great content and people are interested in them. So let's say, for example, that you want to review your own site and you get friends to review it as well. The more reviews you get and the more hits you get, the higher you can get on StumbleUpon. But at the same time, we'll show you a few tips and tricks that you can use to get a lot of traffic with StumbleUpon. Traffic. Now, if you think about it, you have a website, for example, and what you want to do is you want to say, oh, I like this content, but how do I get more information? Because a lot of times we're focused on... Now, let me give you a brief overview of what it can do. Just features of the WordPress AutoPost plugin. You can post the author. You've got custom fields. You can schedule import. You can tell it, basically set the time, whether you want it to be every minute. And you'll notice that this is the article, right? All I have to do is go here and enter it here and click to RS word that you want to rank on, and name your post with that. So stuffed cabbage. As you can see, you've got images. It's very interesting, but you can have a backlink back to your site so that you get a good high quality inbound link. Let me show you an example here. Let's say that I pick one of these links, and then I go to Google and then show you that the Squidoo page is at the top 10. You can see her playing the guitar and her tweets over here. And just view these tweets and then add these people to your tweet or to your Twitter page.
A lot of homework on it. So all you gotta do is come here and let's do the same experiment we did last time. Photography. Okay. See what happens. Okay, so here we are. We have typed in photography, and Microsoft tells us that people who type in the word photography into a search engine have a non-commercial intention of 85%. Non-commercial. It means that most of these people are probably just looking for information, browsing around, I don't know, maybe college students writing a term paper. But the point is, where are we? Where people are looking to spend money. Now here we've typed in digital camera, and over there the commercial intention is actually positive, plus it's 97% probability. So if your passion is photography and you want to make money off the internet, do something like reviewing digital cameras. You could, for example, showcase different photos taken by different digital cameras, or review different digital cameras, or write about different reviews of digital cameras that you've come across on the. So now we're at quantcastphotography.com. As you can see, it's telling us that photography.com gets 37.8 thousand people from the US every month. That's the traffic. Globally, it gets about 90,000 people per month. You know, all this stuff. So that kind of helps you understand who your people are, who your peoples be, dog. So this is the US demographics, which should be quite, similar to the rest of the world.